The following Ask the Expert is an interview with Wendel Borderlon with BMC Software. I have been teaching at BMC for 17 years. Prior to BMC, teaching was part of my duties as an IT consultant in the Tulane University IT support organization. And for a year, I taught for Amoco Corporation in New Orleans. Then I started teaching with BMC at the end of 1999. How did you become an instructor? While I originally began my career as a systems programmer, I realized I had a knack for explaining how things work to customers. This moved me into the teaching field. I enjoy teaching because helping students achieve aha moments on a consistent basis gives me a huge buzz. How has training delivery changed since you've been an instructor? Training customers used to mean heavy travel for me. I would spend the first day of every training session setting up the environment, which included setting up the classroom and servers, as well as ensuring the configurations were all correct. At times, this was very stressful. But now with online training, there's less travel for everyone, instructors and students. You don't even need to be on the same continent. Which tools, features do you use the most? I am very pleased with ReadyTech. I can teach all over the world and I don't have to use an organization's production servers. Prior to ReadyTech, a simple reboot could completely shut down an entire business. However, with today's virtual training labs, there's no need for a risky reboot. Before we were using ReadyTech, classes were taught on customer servers. Most times, the customer had a test or development server we would use for the class. But sometimes, the only available system was the production server that business was running on. In those cases, it was always a bit of a scare to teach an administration task because we needed to be cautious about what actions were taken. When using a shared server, testing, development, or production, shutting down or stopping components would affect a lot more than just the students in the class. What's your favorite tool or feature? Inactivity Monitor is brilliant. This tool allows me to see when students are working or not working on a virtual training lab. I feel like I always know what's going on with the students, and I can intervene when they are struggling. What advice would you give to a new instructor just starting with ReadyTech solutions? Before you teach, always check the course reservations to ensure you have the correct image in place. This is simple, but necessary. It is rare to have the wrong image, but quite memorable when it does happen. Learn how to use Lab Manager and be very comfortable with it before you teach. If you want assistance getting comfortable using Lab Manager, don't be afraid to contact ReadyTech's customer success managers to schedule a how-to session. Be sure to turn off the notice about instructor viewing because this can be distracting to students. This message resembles a tap on the shoulder. Remind students to contact support directly. It can be tempting to personally help students, but you end up ignoring the rest of the class when you do this. That's why ReadyTech support is there for. ReadyTech support differentiates themselves from competitors with their excellent and reliable support. Build a PowerPoint slide that includes the course URL, all student names and access codes. Put this slide up so students don't forget the access codes and lab assignment. This will greatly simplify your job.